Can a quick service menu be grand?
Princess the Bear. Today we're at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort because I came to Gasp.
Yes, we're going to Gasparilla Island Grill for a new menu.
Yes, and that's your number one choice of foodie and entertainment. We're here to investigate, so you don't have to, because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I feel like I should have worn a pirate outfit.
It's time to foodie and chill. The Tofu Korean barbecue bowl has been replaced with this tofu bowl. It's just called tofu bowl with a black bean and corn salad, a lemon rice, which is weird to me, even though I love lemon, and then a cilantro-lime sauce, which I thought was actually a crema. It is not. It is just a sauce. I also thought I was going to be asking for more, but I don't have a lot of hope in this dish, and I'm actually trying to talk Bear into going to Contempo Cafe because I feel like their dish is like equally as bad as this one, and I would love to compare both on the same night, but I also don't want to take a monorail anywhere. I think that's our only that's our only option from here. So yeah, I'm not trying to monorail, so we probably won't do that, but watch that video and then. But maybe I'll convince him. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes. Anyway, I'm gonna do everything together. I'm gonna do the salsa, which is weird to me that it's a salsa. I'm gonna grab a tofu that actually has a good topping and some rice. The rice is cooked better than what we had at the All Stars last night. Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess, and this tofu just fell apart. This is oof. This does not bode well for this dish. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just fail. Alright, we're just gonna do halvesies on things. Somehow my lizard brain is taking me back to Contempo Cafe. This just literally tastes like the first iteration of the tofu bowl from Contempo Cafe that was super bland before they changed it to that crispy tofu. This is I'm talking like 2021, 2022 Contempo Cafe tofu bowl. That is what this is giving me, except with less things than that bowl. The sauce is very similar to that one, so I feel like that's why I'm getting those nostalgia vibes. The salsa is also very similar to that one. Cold, it's just beans and corn. There's no, I see some jalapeno and stuff in there. I'm getting no spice and no seasonings. So it's like they just took the beans and the corn and the peppers and they just mixed them all together with, that's it. And then the rice is supposed to be flavored. It's not. It's just regular rice. So I don't even know why you're telling me that I'm supposed to be expecting what was like lemon? Is that what I said? Lemon rice? Yeah? Yeah, okay. I don't taste no lemon. So this is a very mid bowl, and I liked the Korean barbecue better. I told Bear I wanted to go to the Polynesian after and get the Gochujang tofu because I knew that would be good and that would be a great follow for this one, but now I'm kind of like, maybe we should go to Contempo Cafe and compare bland for bland, because this is a bland girl. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5 bowls. It's a bowl. It's sustenance. I'm gonna eat it because I paid for it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it. And Bear got this Kikkoman soy sauce. I already know what this tastes like. This isn't going to do anything to this bowl. It's not gonna help it at all. I'm better off drinking this by itself. So what I said.
You guys have been here for a bit. You know that I have feelings about the Grand Floridian Resort. This is not my favorite resort. It's not even in the top 10 favorite resorts on the Walt Disney World property. Now, I say that given that a lot of our friends work here and, they have Citricos and Narcoossee's. Those restaurants make sense in this hotel. We're not going to count Victoria and Albert's because that might as well be a different country when it comes to being this hotel. Gasparilla makes absolutely no sense to me why it exists. It could just be a bakery, and they're probably better off for it. The fact that this is their quick service restaurant and the things that they serve here do not give Florida. Maybe they give Tampa, which is Tampa-ish. Very confused food scene. I'm not quite sure. And I can't call this place the redheaded stepchild now because gingers are black. Look online. I'm chronically online. Maybe it's Australia. Maybe this place is Australia because that's what it feels like. Nobody respects Australia. I love Australians, but that's
about New Zealand?
No, I love my New Zealanders. I would never disparage them.
Yeah, but they don't get respect.
I respect them. Australians, we go back and forth. Either way, as I stall, mainly because I don't want to eat this. I was just telling friends we ran into, Diz Life of Ours, you've never heard of them, that there's only one place on Disney World property that seems to be able to cook tofu correctly, and it's not at a resort. It's sent to the canteen. Every other place that cooks tofu, they just warm it up and throw some sauce on top of it. That is a lot of cilantro. And I guess I'm going to take a little bit of the rice as well. Maybe. This is not inspiring confidence. Not in my fork skills, not in the flavor. But lemon rice and it's a lemon cilantro sauce.
Don't even kid yourself. It's not lemon rice. It's just rice.
It smells lemony. No? This tastes like somebody looked up on Bing, what is vegan food? Yeah, specifically Bing, not Google. Google might get close. Bing. Did a Bing search for what is vegan food. This is technically tofu. Warmed. Seasoned a little bit. A little pepper. There's corn, black bean salad. The rice it's cooked well. But it really feels like I can understand why Princess makes a connection to Tempo Cafe. Because I think I said the exact same thing about the Tempo Cafe bowl, is that everything in that bowl was okay. There's no cohesion in the things in this bowl. They just exist in the same place. Yes, there's black bean and corn. That's not a salad. The tofu is in here. It's technically tofu. It was warmed up. It's not seared. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And the rice is rice. I felt like you put three very indistinct things in a bowl, threw a sauce over it, and expected me to give you a passing grade. It's food. But at a resort that is known for how well its food is, except for Grand Floridian Cafe dinner, that's kind of sad. I'm going to give you a 2.25 out of 5 claws. I could give it a 2.5. To do so would feel like an insult to my own soul, because I wouldn't feed my friends this. I have asked and asked for years on this channel, for anybody that we have in Disney Culinary, if you have a dish that you could easily make vegan, you should do that. There are times I've said that, instantly regretted it, not because the vegan food was bad, but because the bowl as a whole, or dish as a whole, was terrible, and I wouldn't subject either vegans or non-vegans to that. Now in this new menu revamp, they added 3 bowls. They are all basically the same. The only difference is the protein. So the Princess got tofu. This is barbacoa. And there's also a chicken. The same cilantro-lime sauce with shredded barbacoa, the same corn, black bean salad. And I want somebody in the comments to tell me with a straight face that it's a salad so I can laugh with them, not at them, with them. And then this supposed lemon rice. I want to eat this rice by itself first, before I foul the temple of my mouth with barbacoa. Let's just try the rice, because I am curious. So that's white rice. There's no anything, it's just rice. That's fine. Sometimes descriptions lie. Let's get a forkful of the beef. Let's get a little bit of this salad, quote unquote, and the rice, because this is what you're selling me. Seasoned beef with rice and corn salad. I'll give them the barbacoa as well seasoned. It's got a little spice to it. Not like extremely hot. Maybe like 1.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. But it's seasoned and juicy and not bland. The flavor of the barbacoa is so strong that the cilantro-lime is basically for color. It fades in the background and basically doesn't exist. The issue is that just like with the tofu bowl, the corn salad and the rice are just kind of there. So you have three things in a bowl that are supposed to be cohesive, and they don't really taste like they belong together. The barbacoa is given, Mexican influences. The corn salad is just corn salad. There's no seasoning to the corn. The black beans aren't seasoned like Mexican beans. It's just cooked corn and black beans, and then you have plain white rice. I don't know what you're going for. I mean, maybe it makes a quick lunch. Yes, would I rather eat this than things in Magic Kingdom like Cosmic Rays or, God forbid, Tortuga? Yeah, I would probably rather have this, but you're at Grand Floridian. There's so much better food. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
I think that makes sense.
It's chicken. The chicken bowl with corn salsa, corn salad. I keep wanting to call it a salsa. And white rice. This is the chicken. We're going to call this Journey of the Unseasoned because that chicken, that looks disappointing. Yes, there's a sauce in here, and I have the same corn salad and rice, but this chicken looks like you cooked it and then washed off all the seasoning. Like you literally washed it under the sink. Like, no, it looks too dirty, so you washed everything great about it off. It's not giving confidence. It just looks like gas station chicken salad chicken, and not like Wawa or Gate. It's like gas station in the cut, and you know what I'm talking about. Calling it unseasoned is technically incorrect. There is both a pinch and a pinch of salt and pepper, and that's it. So technically, I can't accurately call it unseasoned. For some of you, that might be spicy. That is, it's gas station chicken on a salad. Before I judge it too harshly, it would only be fair to do with every other bowl to try to get a full forkful of all the things, because that's only fair. It's a 2.5. It's the same as the beef or the barbacoa. Don't get me wrong. It's cooked food, but it's barely above gas station level. Like you get like the little hot bar at a gas station. The chicken on its own, I'm giving a 2 out of 5 claws. It's chicken, but just barely. It's like we cooked it to temperature, and then we left it alone. We put it in a heat lamp somewhere to be chopped up and thrown in the bowl when it's ready to be served. And all of a sudden I'm picturing that, and I want to cry. The great thing about staying here at Grand Floridian is that there are other restaurants, quick service, within walking distance that are better. And no, I am not going to Capt Cafe. I'm not exchanging mid-food for more mid-food.
Oh, come on.
That doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to get other food, I want an upgrade. And Capt Cafe is not an upgrade. I said what I said. Gasparilla did in fact make me gasp. It was just a gasp of horror.
It was not good. I think that this new iteration is a step down from what they had before. I'm going to be missing that Korean barbecue way more than I expected to. Like, way more.
Yeah. Again, I say, as I said earlier, that the best part of being around Grand Floridian is there are other places than walking distance.
It's true. So I couldn't convince Bear to go to Capt Cafe as hard as I tried, but he did agree graciously to allow us to walk over to the Polynesian. So instead of comparing like for like, we're just going to get a better meal at a quick service location that we don't really like. What the Grand Floridian lacks at Gasparilla Grill, the Captain Cook somehow makes up for it in spades when you get the Gochujang tofu. This is like literally my favorite secret menu item here that I have to get if we're gonna eat here, because everything else I feel that's vegan by default here is kind of trash. But this is the correct amount of tofu and a properly cooked rice. I had to grab in a little bite of the cucumber because that heat was rising. I would say it started at like a 4 and went to a 6. And I'm not a big spice person, but I feel like something about this bowl in particular I just love because it is sweet and spicy. And you get so much tofu. I literally think this is the best quick service dish you can get between Contempo Cafe, Captain Cook's, and Gasparilla Island Grill. Though I can't prove that out fully for science tonight because Bear doesn't want to go to Contempo Cafe. And maybe I am guilting him a little bit right now, but that's okay. You guys can just watch our last Contempo Cafe video to see what my thoughts are on it. I would give this a 4.75 out of 5 tofu. If you like spicy food, this is an off-menu item that I highly recommend you asking for. If you don't like spicy food, I don't recommend you ordering this at all, and maybe just go with the noodle dish, because there's no spice. That one's actually very bland, and you can just season it yourself.
I want it known for the foodie record that I feel zero guilt about traveling to Contempo Cafe on the monorail during Happily Ever After. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. Either way, we're gonna dig right in. Tons of the gochujang, the tofu, sesame seeds. They did it up with this one. It should be on the menu. This is one time where I don't mind cilantro. Kind of helps with the spice. The spice is strong. I would say it starts at like a 3. Starting up to a 5. It might hit a 6 after a couple more breaths. That air rushing over the tongue increases the heat. But it's well cooked and well seasoned tofu. They could easily go overboard the gochujang. I feel like they get just enough with that flavor, mix it with the rice, and you got a lot of other good things going on. This small bowl, I say small in air quotes, packs a punch, and if you do finish it, you will not leave hungry. I give this 4 out of 5 points. This very, very messy boy here, or girl, or they, them, is the Aloha pork sandwich. You have nice, delicious looking, juicy pulled pork atop a brioche bun with some Aloha slaw. Looks like a sliced cucumber and a tomato. This is a massive load of pork. I was not expecting this much sandwich in the bun. It's one of the few times where I'd say Disney is probably giving your money's worth. But do be prepared to get messy, because this bun on the bottom, it might as well not exist at this point.
It's the only non-bowl that you've had today.
This is true. An actual sandwich and no bowl. No bowls for me. Just sandwiches. That is about 123% as messy as it looks. It's wet. It's a sweet pulled pork, like an Aloha pork. You got a little bit of pineapple juice in there. It's tender, it's juicy. The Aloha slaw has a little bit of tang to it, along with like the pickled cucumbers. Not pickled, but pickled. You know what I mean? Honestly, I was expecting it to be hot garbage considering most food here I do not love. I could have gotten the gochujang Korean chicken bowl like I got before. There was the Thai coconut meatballs, which are a fan favorite of a lot of people who come to the resort. I still say they're hot garbage. I tried the pizza once, and they put it in a bag this way. You can imagine that really didn't get eaten. So I didn't have high hopes, but already with a single bite, I'm doing much better than Gasparilla. So, given what it is, honestly, you do a lot worse. Even here, this resort, Ohana is right upstairs. Give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Hey, Ohana is getting the smoke. They're not as good as it used to be, and I'm tired of people trying to say that it is. It's always nice to recover from a terrible meal with a good meal.
Yeah, we are glad that you enjoyed this Gasparilla new menu crawl with a little bit of Polynesian sprinkled in.
Just call it a makeup dinner.
Yeah, and I feel like we always gotta come to the Poly.
I don't know what you guys think. Given what you saw, say you put them head to head in the verses, which would you prefer? What we got at the Poly? What we got at Gasparilla?
I don't think that's fair. I think you have to compare Gasparilla and Contempo Cafe.
She's stuck on this Contempo Cafe.
I am.
But either way, we want to know what you think, as always, in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you can see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, I don't know, what'll Bear do? Maybe he will only eat at Contempo Cafe until you comment.
You heard the girl.